Hey, I'm Jake.
My name is Fabian.
And I'm Jeffrey, captain of Twisted Circuitz.
We have two different autonomous programs. The first program only has our robot score a ball into the center vortex. The second scores, then waits 10 seconds, drives forward, and stops. The two separate programs let us plan around what our teammates' own program might do. The scored ball earns 15 points. The 10-second wait lets our partners do anything they might want to do first and get out of the way of our second step, driving forward. This action hits the cat ball off the center plate and stops right on top, together earning another 10 points. During the driver-controlled portion, we can pick up and launch more balls, each worth 5 points. We can also push the cat ball off the ground and press the beacon buttons for 5 points and 10 points respectively. In total, we can average around 55 to 60 points. Our robot uses a 1-to-1 gear ratio for the wheels, connected by a chain to keep the wheels moving at the same speed. The chain is then connected to an anti-mark Never Rest 40 motor. We came up with and modeled several different designs for launching the particles into the center vortex. We originally designed a catapult that would gear straight into a motor, but we were modeling, it proved to be way too inconsistent, and it never had enough momentum to launch the particles high enough. We then played with the idea of making a modified ball pitcher, but it never got enough speed or power to throw the particles high enough either. Eventually, we went back to the catapult, but this time, built the design around using what's known as a choo-choo mechanism. We modeled it with Legos first, before making it out of metal. The choo-choo works by letting the catapult wind up mechanically with the motor, then releasing statically with surgical tubing. The choo-choo is powered by the more powerful Mark 60 Never Rest, which is then hooked into a worm gear with a 4-to-1 gear ratio. This gives us the immense amount of torque required to turn the choo-choo in a very small space. We at Twisted Circuitz want to give a special thank you to all the companies that sponsored us this year, shown here. We also want to specifically thank our friends at Monin Incorporated, an international gourmet food flavoring company that is a main distribution factory only a few blocks away from our school. They were willing to donate the money for a whole set of game pieces. Their management sponsored us last year as well, and as thanks we gave them a demonstration of that robot. We plan to do something similar again later this season. We also want to thank Chipotle, who, later this year in December, are allowing us to have another fundraiser at one of their businesses. As a part of our community outreach, we hosted not just one, but two separate competitions, a scrimmage match in October, and the first competition of the 2016 to 2017 year for the FTC Pinellas League. In addition to those two, we also gave an exhibition of last year's robot to a class of elementary schoolers from Safety Harbor Montessori Academy, several of which who expressed interest in FTC.